Oh, good morning, YouTube. Look at that, man. I was only saying just a little bit out of joint. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, can you imagine if I got that really little Sassoon haircut? Honestly, if my head was bigger in the back, behind my face, I'd do it. But my face, I just don't know why my head is so strange. Anyway, to me, it doesn't look too bad from the front. But if you saw me 360 swivel, you'd be like, girl, you need some hair. I do. There's like no head back there. Anyway, it looks weird. Like I said, I look like one of those, the robot, like, what's her name? Sheila, not Sheila, what's her name anyway? With the face. And then she turns and it's just like there's a machine back here anyway. Look, I think it was 5 people. Five. They put them on that little plane, the Clinton airport. Naturally they did, and put them on and they threw them into the ground, I guess. Right after they took off, they were on their way up to the Ohio to look at the 3M plant burning, or that had burnt, whatever. Sorry you fell for it. Sorry, everybody that got on the plane and their families that believed in the system, that didn't see how ridiculous this all is. People that are super smart. Super smart. No, just smart enough. Not all of you. Don't get mad if you went to college and you graduated and you can still see. Okay. All right, cool. I'm glad that you can still see. How on earth do these colleges brainwash young people? I don't know, because I don't understand it. Because when I was in high school, nobody wanted to go to college. They didn't want to go. I mean, they would go. They would want to go so that they could get to the papers that they needed to move on in their career choice. But they didn't go because they thought it's such a wonderful place to learn all the truths of the world. That wasn't their, but somehow they go in there and they come out totally different. How? What are they doing? Is it mantras? Is it slogans that they keep saying? What is it that changes them? When I married my first husband, he was about as conservative as you can get as a young person. We thought everybody should be, take care of themselves, but fairly conservative political views, I should say. By the time he got out of the Army, after 8 years, I divorced him. He was in the Army for 10, 12 more years after that, or however long it was. And then he went to college enough by himself. He didn't go to, I don't think, a freestanding college very long. I mean, it was just before he went in the Army. But by the time he got through that and became a public school teacher, by the time he got through the Army, I'm saying, that was like college in the way that it shaped him politically in a way that was a completely different person, somebody I had never even met. I do not even know this man. I lived with him for 8 years and had 2 of his children. What do they do? What are these colleges doing? I don't know, but these people got on this plane. They are super smart enough to be environmental dudes where they're supposed to examine this environmental tragedy and do and recommend cleanup or whatever they were going to do, right? Talk about it, write articles about how fucking bad it is. Anyway, if they were smart enough how could they not know that they should not get on that plane together, a little tiny plane, in Clinton's airport? Why did they not know this? I'm not grasping it. I'm not grasping how all these people that have been to college and graduate, I can't see it. They're, shut up, car, you stupid car, you stupid car. Everything was an accident. It was just an accident. Can you just stop it, please? In the name of Jesus! I mean, look at the details wrapped around it. In and out, upwards, and it doesn't matter which way you look. It's suspect. It's because you're so paranoid, Karen. You're paranoid. Hardly. I'm so gullible and not paranoid that I have been the laughing stock of everybody that knew me up until about 2 years ago. And then, when I finally said, oh, fuck all this, they're like, we just knew you've just been fake the whole time. Okay, all right. What are colleges doing to people that make them think that are they convinced somehow that they are smarter than the average person that doesn't go to college? We're smarter. Because I'll tell you, when I left my first husband, who was in the Army, by the time I left there, and I was not even involved with the Army wives and all that, I just wasn't, I just wasn't a joiner. I felt, due to the conversations that I'd had with this husband of mine, that we were smarter and knew things that we thought civilians were idiots. The only people that knew what was going on were military families. Fucking dumb civilians. Ha! As it turns out, it was just another cult. It was another group that thought they knew the truth, and these stupid civilians don't know shit. Wrong. You've been caught up in another cult, all you military people that think you're so in the know. And you may be, in certain ways, certainly. I'm not going to say you don't know things, but you know what else? They tell you all kinds of shit that's not true. Need to know basis. They withhold information from all of you. You are all doing the devil's bidding. Okay? Or whoever it is. The devil. But I'm not saying it's Lucifer. I don't know who it is. But the people above you do not have your best interest at heart. And they are using you like a pawn. They're little teeny pawns. You're a number. You fucking die. You're working for their goals. Are their goals your goals? George Carlin said once, I don't blame government leaders and all that for wars. I blame the soldiers. He's like, they're the ones fighting. If they would just say no, there would be no more wars, would there? Have a great day, YouTube. Let's take my hair down later and see what it looks like.